What's up? What's up? What's up? It's me. Yeah, I'm she. I think I'm her. I'm the Nosy Neighbor Lady show, for sure, for sure, for sure. And yeah, I'm the Nosy Neighbor Lady show, and I'm the Nosy Neighbor Lady. So I saw an interesting article that was about y'all boy Juicy J, and I found it interesting because he went on Twitter to say, and let me read. He said that he is high. No, wait, this is so. How long ago was that? I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but rap music is down 40% this year. Check the charts, check the math. What are we as rappers, producers, composers going to do about this? Let's have a conversation. What are we going to do? We got to figure some out. We got to sit down and talk. Let's have a meeting. Let's meet up somewhere and have a big fucking meeting. Like, beat one curse word, not the other one. Makes sense, right? Let's talk about it. How can we turn this around? Because this is how we eat. This is how we make money. Juicy J has concerns. And as your nosy neighbor lady, I was thinking like, wow, with rap music being down 40%, I guess black women are taking it more serious than ever. That we're tired of being degraded and called B's, H's, thoughts, all these degrading terms. And then too, I heard a conversation going on one of these Nig channels. You know, I enjoy my rap talk now. I'm not going to act like I don't like no good ratchet rap interview, because I do. So, with him saying the music sales are down, and the guys on this panel were talking about how female rap is taking over and it's the future, and the way they was saying it was kind of like with disgust, that they hate that women are taking over, or that women shouldn't be taking over, or they hate that women are the new thing. And even with the way all these black men are coming out against Drake's CD, I think they're hating on Drake's swag. And not that I'm a terrible Drake fan, like I'm finna ride or die. I don't, the little stuff that hit the radio back in the day, like This Should Be on Cinemax. I liked that song. But I'm not a real Draker, but I understand his power to the culture. You know what I mean? And I think with him being a mixed or biracial guy, I think that gets under black men's skins more than ever. Like, everybody's taking our stuff. Women are taking our stuff. Biracial men are taking our stuff. And we know that black men hold rap music dear, because if you can't play football or basketball, what are you going to do as a black man? You're going to make rap music. So I think that since women, to me, consume a lot of music, make a lot of music go, make a lot of music pop, they can say what they want, but I think even just thinking back over how Nelly came up and Murphy Lee did an interview, was like, our stuff went so hard because of our dancers and the dances we was doing. The girls who did the dances made our show go. And just thinking about background dancers, and thinking about black women who are groupies, and thinking about black women who purchase albums for men back when people purchased CDs and albums. You know what I'm saying? And just thinking about being in the club as a younger woman, and men really didn't dance. All they do is this, you know what I mean? But women danced and made a song hot, or made a song trend when a song come on. Men might be like, oh, but women gonna jump up if it's good and like just dance the party down. So I did see an interesting thought on this too, that was actually in this article from a man that was like, maybe is this a different article? Did I change the article to a different article? Of course I did, because I don't do this stuff usually. But a man was like, maybe it's the flashy jewelry and the flashing of guns and the talk about violence that nobody wants to see, or that nobody is buying. You know how rap men, they had them beefs and be like, oh, he not even a real gangster. He was not even a real gangster. He went to school. Even like Rick Ross. Y'all, shout out to Rick Ross. He have a boo-boo crisis going on. He got to take 2 pills a day. He be boo-booing on himself. So, don't do lean, or do lean, okay? So you can be like Rick Ross. But y'all ain't got no money. So, they was like, oh, he's a correction officer. He has a real job. Remember, people was making fun of Rick Ross for being a real person with a real job. But you know, black men don't work in Blackistan, so it just makes total sense now. But Juicy J was like, no, the responder to Juicy J article, what they posted with it was, maybe people don't think it's authentic. Maybe people don't want to keep hearing about sex, guns, and violence and drug use. Maybe people are realizing that all this stuff is really obscene. And with the person using the word obscene, if you follow back to rap music with Uncle Luke and when they started putting parental advisory on all CDs or mixtapes or whatever, that is what the court wanted to rule rap music as back in the day, obscene. It's obscene. So maybe people, and then too, they say maybe people are getting more sophisticated tastes. Maybe people want to hear some of quality. And even thinking about how big Taylor Swift tour is, and Beyonce and Adele, and how these women can sell out stadiums over and over and over again, that the artist is so lucrative now only if they're that big that they can make a movie about their artistry. You know, because even when you think about Tubi and Peacock, and, well, I don't got Peacock no more. They want to charge me for that. I don't know. It been free all this time. But we ain't going to think about stuff we can't afford, because we'll be thinking about that all day, right? But anyway, and it's funny because it's only like $2.99 or $4.99. But you know, by the time Xfinity hit it, it's going to be $12.99. They just lie. I hate them. But anyway, we're not talking about my bills and the companies I hate because I owe them money. No, I paid my bill up this time. Yeah, I went and paid it up because nobody knows what the future gonna bring, right? But really, with their promotion of violence, with the promotion of promiscuity, with the criticizing, ostracizing black women bodies and treating us as objects, and then too, you know what I was thinking about? I thought about how, I don't know, y'all notice the baby is making a resurgence. No matter what he did back then, nobody cares. Obviously, because I guess he was selling that much stuff that his music must still be selling. People must still be streaming it, and they ain't got no choice but to bring him back in. But you know, in Blackistan, nobody's really canceled because black people don't take nothing serious, and black people aren't to be taken serious. So, it's just like, even with all that, thinking about how he did that video where it was all light-skinned women. I remember a few years back, not light-skinned women, it was all biracial women in his videos, and black women were upset. And some black women premise was, don't be upset because now that's making our image look better because they're in there. But then other black women feel like we're black, we're the black dancers, we should be in the video. And then I feel like, if it ain't for you, girl, don't worry about it, because who wants to be slutted out anyway? Well, black women. But let me stop. But really, it's really just like maybe once they start degrading other races of women like that, maybe that was a bad selling point too, because people would love and like and enjoy seeing black women in vulgar situations, half naked parading around, because that's black women image. But when you go to biracial and white women image, or other races of people willing to see their women half naked and walking around and glorifying and being trashed and bashed, I thought about that too. And then too, it's only natural. Y'all know I'm a ghettoologist, hoolologist, trapologist, rapologist, look at musicologist. No, I'm really not. But I was thinking about how I lost that damn thought, fucking with that damn slogan. But whatever the thought was, I was thinking about how when rap music first came about and how it was positive, then black men didn't want it to be positive, and then I was thinking about how black men don't read contracts anyway, and maybe this is the evolution of none of y'all never read y'all contracts and wanted to cry at Universal Studios and Columbia Records and Jive Records because y'all can't read contracts. Maybe it's the evolution of that. Maybe it's that. Because it's like, how all these niggas go on Vlad and talking about they didn't read their contract, or the contract was said this and not this. And even when I watch old interviews of old rappers, that all they talk about is how they didn't read the contract. And it's to the point like, when do you read a contract, Mr. Black Man? Then they want to say people exploiting them and using them. I bet it was in the contract. And then, just thinking about the artists who got used and exploited by black men in the black industry. Remember Toni Braxton? Her contract was bad, I believe. We know TLC's contract was bad. Think about all the black women who got bad contracts, who should have been bigger or should have made it longer in the industry just because they wouldn't do XYZ, which is usually sexually related. You know what I'm saying? Even with Aaliyah passing away and being tied to Jay-Z and somebody else and some Damon Dash and all this, y'all can act like people don't have to do stuff to get stuff, but baby, people got to do stuff to get stuff, honey. Y'all act like everybody is just singing down at their church doing the right thing. So even if they at the church singing at the church, they still ain't doing the right thing. So whatever. But this ain't that video. But it's still like, what did Juicy J say? That's, oh yeah. And it's so funny because he's like, we all should have a meeting. Well, we know black men don't like each other. And once they get together in a meeting, it might be like a shootout. So I don't think they should have a meeting. They jealousy, hate, envy, but hate will do. Hate the game, don't let the hang flick you. They, you know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people don't want their kids listening to that shit. And I remember when Ludacris had that CD that came out with Use a Hoe on it. I don't think it was Back for the First Time. Was it Back for the First Time? Because he had Back for the First Time and then Word of Mouth. So it might have been on Back for the First Time, but whatever. And it's just like, dude, my mom hit us because the CD player, the CD thing was on the top, and she heard that. She hit that shit like, the radio still worked, and she bought it so she can break it, but the CD part didn't work. But my mom was like, "What the?" But she had bought the CD, or I had bought it for myself. I can't remember because you used to get CDs 3 for $5. But I don't even think where did I get this CD from? But even with people like Travis Scott or Lil Uzi Vert and these guys who actually are winning in rap, and they're like the weirdest people you ever did see, or they songs are the craziest stuff you ever did hear, or you just like, yeah, what is going on? What's going on? And it could be age, with me being older, like seeing stuff that necessarily I don't understand. But then I also think black women was a lot of rap music sales, and black women don't want to hear that shit no more. Turn on that damn Maroon 5. Told us this goodbye. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. For a significant period, it seemed like attention-grabbing antics and manufactured conversations were the driving force behind the rap game's success, i.e. beef. Beef. I.e. beef. All that celebration of the beef. And nobody really has. And then love in the bedroom. And love in the club. However, it's gradually drawing close. But then, y'all know streaming is also affecting this too. But I think people are getting a more sophisticated taste. And then is this the part. But we talked about that. The relying solely on flashy jewelry. Fashion choices. Refers to drugs. Flaunting firearms. And people just don't feel like that. People just don't feel like that, and people don't want to see that shit. And tell Juicy J to cry me a river. But I guess ain't nobody streaming his songs, but enough people streaming them. He got them funny looking dreads in his head. He think he's somebody. But Juicy J was like on what's her name? The hot girl, summer girl. Megan Thee Stallion. How could I forget Megan? That's so funny. I was listening to her freestyle yesterday. But it's just like he was on there like talking, she kind of did her CD with people talking and stuff, and I kind of like it because it reminds you of old school stuff when people used to talk in between words. But people don't even listen to whole albums no more. People don't even buy whole albums. It's a what they call a singles market, where people just do a single and hope that they single hit and then make another single, then make another single. So Whatever y'all done, keep on doing it. I hope y'all like this video. I don't know. I want to talk about that though because it's very fascinating to watch something that was so prominent and so big. And I remember back in the day when I used to say 70% of rap is bought by white men, and I guess people just don't want to hear that shit. It's vulgar. It objectifies women for sure. Promotes violence. And I'd rather hear women say it. Confessions. It's like women promote violence and theirs too. What you gonna say about that? I'ma say that I guess it's our turn to be degenerate. Guess it's our turn for degeneracy. But just I think just a lot of women rappers and just even how they released the new cipher. The cipher is the mixes with the girls. Well, not with the girls, but they do ciphers with the girls. And the Brett released the cipher with the girl, and just thinking about all these black women who just been trying and pushing and grinding. And it's like, when do they get they break? You know what I mean? And then we could go into the colorism of it all, but we're not going to do that because we already know black women like their rappers biracial and white. So, another day. But if you're going to stay beautiful and wonderful, and I think Coco Chanel, I think she said this, there are no ugly women, just lazy ones. So I want you all to sit with that thought while you stand beautiful and wonderful and gorgeous, and think I'm lying on you if you ain't got no self-esteem. But saying beauty don't just necessarily give you self-esteem, but it give you the power to know that you are beautiful and somebody sees you as such. And I just want y'all to feel better about yourself, and whatever that looks like for you, look up some tips on how to gain self-esteem. But actually, you can type self-esteem to my channel, but you might not want to hear from an ugly, dark-skinned girl who don't know nothing about nothing, since I'm just so ugly. And but, yeah, next time, okay? Next time we're gonna do it because we hella fine on the dime all the time. Bye.